o'clock and we're actually not at parkrun yet. We're on a little adventure, so let's see where we're heading. So we've arrived, we've come down to Worthing today for the parkrun, and I'm going to be reviewing the accessibility around the course. I have done this course once before and it's my current PB, so I'm looking to get another quick time in today's one. So let's get on with it. To park for the Worthing car park is easiest in the Beach House car parks. They have two car parks, east and west. Both have 3 hours of free parking for blue badge holders. For non-blue badge holders, there is a cost to park here. I used the west car park. There were 2 blue badge spaces right at the end closest to the beach, which is where I parked. There are an additional 4 spaces to the start of the west car park. The east car park has 5 blue badge spaces. If all of these spaces are taken in these car parks, there are also lots of on-street disabled bays close by that you could use. Toilets here are in the Splash Point Leisure Centre. They are just to the right as you enter the main leisure centre doors, so you don't need to have any booking or pay anything to get in and use these. There are 3 cubicles, one of which is accessible. You do not need a radar key to enter here. Right, let's get on to the actual parkrun course. The course here at Worthing takes place along the promenade. It's an out and back route with a nice coastal view the whole way. The briefing happens just past the Rocks water fountain, about 300 metres from the Splash Point Leisure Centre. From there, the start line is just a little further along, right next to the bus stop style shelter. At the start, marshals block off the right-hand side of the path for the first 50 metres or so. This creates a small lane for the public to still pass through, but it does make the start quite congested. I was advised to start just to the right of that barrier to get a clearer run from the front. There were 2 other wheelchair users starting here this day. Once past that initial section, the whole path opens up, though you're still asked to stay to the left to leave space for other promenade users. The surface is tarmac and fairly smooth. You head straight for about 300 metres before passing the pier and the Pavilion Theatre. There are some bollards here, but there's plenty of room. Just take a little care as you go through them. The surface in this area changes briefly to block paving, so it's a bit bumpier, but soon after you're back on the smooth tarmac again. You'll see the big wheel off to your left as you continue east along the promenade, with the sea on your left-hand side. There's not much else to report along this stretch, so I'll speed up the footage until the turning point. All the way along, the path stays smooth and there's only a slight camber, but nothing that really impacted me. Just remember to keep left the whole time to allow space for other promenade users, and as you get closer to the turning point, there will be park runners coming back over to your right-hand side. Now we're approaching the turnaround point, which is just under halfway. On my visit, this spot has a great music corner. Big thanks to the marshal here for the great vibes. Thank you! The turn itself is a full 180 degrees, so I had to slow right down to get round safely and then pick the pace back up again. I'll speed up the video again until we reach the next section. All the way along here, you're heading back along the promenade, but going west this time, with the sea now over to your right. It's the same smooth surface as before. Just remember to keep to the left to give space for other park runners still on their way out. Back past the pier now, this part is a bit rougher under the wheels, and once again you'll need to navigate through the bollards. Then it's back to the smooth tarmac as you pass the start area. You keep going as you reach the Rocks water fountain, where the path bends left and then right. The camber does increase here, and I find this section the toughest. You then join a split path, one side for pedestrians, one for cyclists, so you need to watch out for the tactile paving that runs along these shared paths. The camber and tactile surface did slow me down slightly here. You'll then turn left off this park by the splash pad, and then turn right onto a path through the beach house grounds. It's quite narrow, but plenty wide enough to go side by side with another park runner. After about 40 metres, you turn left again onto a short section of grass that leads to the finish line. Just be careful coming off the path, as there's quite a lip at the edge. After crossing the finish, you do have to loop around the funnel area, which is all on grass. A marshal kindly offered to let me cut across to reduce the distance I had to go on the grass, but as it was dry, I just stuck to the normal route going all the way round. If it was wet or muddy though, this may be quite tough, but I'm sure they'd be happy to help you if you struggle. Once you've got your finish token, the barcode scanners are also on the grass. Again, if the ground's a bit tricky that day, I'm sure the volunteers will help lend a hand. I knew this course was a fast one for me. It's where I had my previous PB, and I was feeling pretty good to push for another one. However, I wasn't quite expecting just how quick I would go. I finished in a time of 24 minutes and 45 seconds, taking over a minute and a half off my last PB. I placed in position 167 out of a field of 574 park runners. So that's parkrun done for the day down here in Worthing. A really lovely course along the promenade, so super flat and nice and smooth. I got a PB today, so I'm really happy about that. This is a really good course, so I'd highly recommend. There were a couple other wheelchair users and a VI runner going here today. So comment down below if you've done this parkrun and let me know your thoughts. We're off now to explore a bit of Worthing, so come with me and see what we got up to. Firstly, we went to the Flower Pot Bakery with some fellow wheelchair park runners who I met and got chatting to at the finish. It was lovely to talk to them, and it was a fantastic bakery recommendation. Afterwards, we took a nice trip down the pier looking at the glass artwork along it. We then had a great lunch at the perch on the pier, followed by being massive kids in the arcade. I had great success winning some hideously ugly dolls on the 2p machine, smashed Megan at air hockey, and got to spend our hundreds of tickets we won on 2 tiny bags of Haribo. We then took a look around some of the shops in Worthing, had an ice cream on the beach, and then made our way home. A lovely way to finish our parkrun trip. Thank you all for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe, and I'll see you next week for the next one.